Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
There's a sign there. Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man ittaba'a hudahu. Amma ba'd. This is الدرس هذا هو الدرس التاسع والعشرون في حصته الخامسة. Lesson 5, I think, if not more. And we reached point, we were still reading. أيوة عفوا يجره, the last part of the dars, we were still reading the last part. We need someone to read. مسعود المدرس, and نعم, that's it. طلاب علي, so basically it's two readers we need. Zayd, Abu Maymun's got his hand up, and anyone else has his hand? Zayd. تفضل. In that case, Abu Maymun, you can read Mas'ud, inshallah, and anyone who is not the Mudarris. Abu Maymun read it, and Zayd, you read Al-Mudarrisu. تفضل.
بسم الله. هذا هو الجزء الثاني من الكتاب يا أستاذ.
يا أستاذ.
يا أستاذ.
نعم أحسنت. طيب ماذا قال الأستاذ؟ زيد. أين ذهب زيد؟ I thought I saw Zayd's hand up. Maybe I was mistaken. So who's the second reader? من هو القارئ الثاني? Who's reading مدرس? طيب, somebody else. You want to put your hand up, please? Imran, Bismillah, go ahead. المدرس.
نعم. خذ هذه النسخ وعدها. أعددتها كم هي؟
أحسنت. So here, this is the part which relates to الدرس التاسع والعشرون. What type of a verb is this? He said عدها. What does it mean? What does that mean? عدها. أيوة. تفضل أخي عاطف.
Count.
To count them. So it comes from عد يعد. Okay, عد يعد, which is that's the fi'l mudari'. And if you want to make fi'l amr, then what do? The first thing, as usual, you take away the harf al-mudari'ah. Then you are left with this. Because since there are two letters over here, you can't make it a sukoon because this will be two sukoons together. You can't keep it as a dhamma because that's the sign of marfu'. You can't make it a kasra because the fi'l doesn't accept the kasra. The only thing you have left is a fatha. So therefore, al-fi'l al-mudha'af, when you have al-fi'l al-amr, the alamatul jazmi, the sign of it being majzoom, is with a fatha. So he said, udda, uddaha, this is a command, count them. Then he said, is the question. And because of the damir joining at the end, the two dals, they separated. Because of that damir joining at the end, the two dals, they separated. And it became a'datta, a'datta, a'dattaha, a'dattaha. A is for the question. Alamatul hamzatul istifham. And the verb is adda. And because of this ta, this damir, muttasil, it caused the verb to separate and show its letters each separately. So it became a'adattaha. Have you counted them, or did you count them? Kam hiya. How many are there? Mas'ud responded and said,
نعم عددتها هي 45 نسخة
نسخة.
Okay,
أحسنت.
sorry.
أحسنت. نعم عددتها. Again, damir over here is damir muttasil, damir of rafa', which is the fa'il. Yes, I counted them. عددتها. So the two dals which were previously stuck together, joined together with a shadda, as you can see in this example here, when the damir came and was joined onto them, and it separated the two dals. Naam عددتها, I counted them. هي 45 45 نسخة. نسخة, this is, as you notice, it's singular, it's nakira, and it's mansoob. Because the numbers between 11 and 99, they are tamyiz. Tamyiz. Numbers between 11 and 99 are tamyiz. Tamyiz being mufrad, nakira, mansoob. Barakallahu feek. Fadl akhi Zaid. Akhi Afwan, who was it? I was reading Imran.
ندرس الآن حديثا أكتبه على السبورة فاكتبوه في دفاتركم. عن أنس رضي الله عنه أنه قال ما مسست ديباجا ولا حريرا ألينا من كف رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ولا شممت رائحة
أحسنت.
رائحة قد أطيب من رائحة رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم.
رائحة رسول الله. not رائحتي. رائحتي.
عفوا أستاذ. رائحتي.
أحسنت. بارك الله فيك. And I remember now that we went through this hadith last time, and where were the points of that relevant to Ad-Dars al-Tasi wal-Ashrun over here? In this hadith, which points were relevant to Ad-Dars al-Tasi wal-Ashrun? Anyone? Go ahead. أيوة أحسنت. One of them is masistu. Also?
شممت.
بارك الله فيك. شممت. These are two examples. جيد. In actual fact, خلاص, that's fine. We can restrict it to those two things. But in this lesson at Dars al-Tasi wal-Ashrun, they're also introducing this word, qattu, which means never. Never, and it refers to something never ever happening in the past, something never having ever occurred in the past. Okay, and the opposite of qattu Qattu is abadan, which is for the future. Qattu is a negation, forever, in the past. Something never ever occurred. And the opposite of that, something will be forever, is abadan, the opposite of qattu. Okay. So Anas radiallahu anhu said, Ma masistu, this ma over here is ma and nafiya. I did not. Masistu from massa, yamassu, yamissu, which means to touch. Dibajan, velvet, or something like that, soft cloth. Wa hariran, silk. Al-yana, and this is badal. Ma masistu dibajan. Al-yana. Allahu alam, this could be maf'ulun bihi thani. Maf'ulun thani, Allahu alam. Or it could be a na'at describing. Al-yana min kaffi Rasulillahi sallallahu, softer than, I've never touched velvet or silk that was softer than the hand, the cuff, the palm of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Wala shamimtu raihatan, and I never smelt. This is from shamma, yashimmu, from smelling. Raihatan, a smell. Qattu, ever. Atyaba, again. Mansoob, Allahu alam, it is na'at of raihatan. Atyaba min raihati Rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, sweeter than or better than the smell of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And then after a short while, ba'da hunayhatin, the teacher said, akatabtum ya abna'i, and the tullab, what did they say of Maymun?
Lamma.
Lamma. And what does that mean?
Lamma.
Of course.
Anybody
Not
else?
yet. Not yet.
Ahsant. Ahsant, it means not yet, Ibrahim. Ahsant, it means not yet. Lamma means not yet. And lamma, if I recall, we've already studied it, and lamma is a jazima. It actually turns the fi'l that comes after it into a majzoom. So he could have said, lamma naktub, lamma naktubhu, lamma naktubhu. طيب. So we haven't written it yet. The teacher then said,
يا علي يا علي يا علي لا تظن أنني غافل عما تعمل إنك لا تكتب الدرس إنما تكتب رسالة أليس كذلك؟ رد علي.
okay, you read over here as a dhamma, but over here is a fatha. Why is there a fatha? And should it be a dhamma?
No.
It's a fatha because it's majzoom because of the lam al-nahiya.
أحسنت.
Nahiya.
أحسنت أخي إبراهيم أحسنت. This la is la an-nahiya. Don't you think I'm unaware of what you're doing? La tadunna. So that la nahiya made the fi'l after it majzoom. And because dhanna yadunnu is al-fi'l al-mudha'af, as the two second letters are the same, it is majzoom bil fatha. Don't think I am unaware of what you are doing. You're not writing the lesson. إنك لا تكتب الدرس إنما تكتب رسالة أليس كذلك? Is that not so? And then he said to him, what's this? رد علي. What's رد? Anybody?
Respond.
From and can you break it down?
Is the فعل الأمر of رد يرد.
أحسنت. رد يرد, which means to return or to respond. Radda, and this is a word which is common actually now in English, because they even say in English as a verb itself. The Sheikh radded him with an ed at the end. He was radded. It's one of those words that has almost become English nowadays. So that's the verb, to respond, to reply, to even means to repudiate or to refute. All of these are possible translations for the word. Radda yaruddu, and this is the fi'l amr, rudda. So the teacher is saying, reply to me, reply. And he said, this is interesting. He said, alayya, because the word is ala. And now he wants to add the ya al-mutakallim, the ya that belongs to him. So make that into that ampersand. What's that sign they call it? And ala and ya. Okay. So when you join this ya with this alif over here, you can't say, you say ala, you don't say alayyi. It's difficult to say alayyi.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuh. It's difficult to say alayyi. So that's the reason you say alayya. So he said over here, Rudda alayya, respond to me. Jayyid. And then he responded, Abu Maymun, by saying, Abu Maymun, he's lost his connection. I need a replacement reader. Who is it? Ibrahim, are you okay to read?
No problem.
Go ahead.
بلى هو كذلك. أنا آسف يا أستاذ. لن أعود لمثله أبدا إن شاء الله.
أحسنت بارك الله فيك. Why did he say لماذا قال بلى?
Because of أليس كذلك. It was a negative question.
Negative question. أليس كذلك؟ بلى هو كذلك. If he said نعم, that means he's agreeing with the negation. That is not true. I'm not writing a letter. He said bala, and then he affirmed by saying huwa kadhalik. It is so. It is as you said. And he said ana asifun. I apologize, or I'm sorry, ya ustadu. Lan, and this lan, as you know, it makes the next verb mansoob. Lan a'uda limithlihi. I will not do something like this again in the future. So he uses the word abadan, ever. I will never do this again, something like this again. Insha'Allah. Barakallahu feekum. Let's have a look at some of the exercises and let's have a quick read. Silence this. Let's read some of these exercises. So if you all have your microphones, okay, ready? Abdul Kareem, if you can read the first line. Abdullah, read the second line. And Hey, now, Abdul Karim, read the first line and the second line together. And then,
نعم أستاذ. Yeah.
pushing all the, up to here. And then Abdullah, you okay to read this? Jayid, go ahead.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. حج أصله حجج يحج أصله يهجج ظن يظن جر يجر مر يمر أدى يؤد سب يسب رد يرد سب يسب سد يسد.
Ahsant. Look at the difference of sabba yasubbu and sabba yasubbu with a sad. There's difference of how you pronounce the S letter. The sound S ordinarily or in English, it's going to come out pretty much the same. But in Arabic, the scene is like with the mouth separated wide, almost like you're smiling. Sabba, and the sad is almost like you're almost making a circle with your lips while you're saying it. Sabba yasubbu. And sabba means to curse with a sin. Sabba means to pour. P-O-U-R, pour. Jayid. All of these examples are examples of fi'l al-mudha'af, where you can notice the middle letter is, are they all the same? Naam. The ayn of the kalima has a dhamma. The ayn of the kalima has a dhamma. Abdullah, you okay to carry on? Reading here. No problem. Abu Hassan, go ahead, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay. شم أصله شميم. يشم أصله
Shamima.
شميمة. شميمة. شميمة يشم أصله يشمم.
جيد.
It's like what? It's a smell. Smell.
Yes, to smell, exactly. As it came in that hadith.
شمم يشم. He smelled or
Yeah.
شمم.
Shamma, he smelled. Yashammu, he smells, or he's smelling. He's doing the action of smelling something.
Yeah. أصله يشمم. Yeah. So
جيد.
he smells.
Yeah.
Massa yamassu. Massa means touch. He touched, or he is touching. He is touching.
Barakallahu fik. Keep reading, please, Akhi Abu Hassan.
إكرم حج أخي قبل ثلاثة أيام وأنا حججت هذا العام.
Read it again, please.
Sorry.
Read it again, please.
Okay. حج أخي قبل ثلاثة أيام.
أعوام.
أعوام.
أعوام. This is the plural.
Okay.
This is the plural of am, which means a year.
3 years.
3 years ago. وأنا
And I did Hajj this year.
أحسنت بارك الله فيك. طيب عاطف. أيوة, go ahead أخي أبو حسن, you have something?
No, جزاك الله خير.
Go ahead أخي أبو عاطف. Number 2. Okay, no problem. Ibrahim, number 2, please.
هو سبني ولكنني ما سببته.
أحسنت. What does it mean?
He cursed me, but I didn't curse him.
أحسنت. Number 3, أخي Imran.
أظنك طالبا.
Meaning?
I think you're a student.
نعم. And there's a question someone sent about لا تظن over here when the teacher said لا تظن عفوا لا تظن. Is it is it fatha because of fi'l amr? And the answer to that is
لا.
no, that's the short answer. And the explanation,
لأن اللا الناهية.
yeah, because the lam is la nahiya, and fi'l amr wouldn't have the harf al-mudari' on it. To make it fi'l amr, you just simply say dhunna, which means to think or to imagine something. Actually, I can't even think of the way dhunna as a fi'l amr could be used. Allahu alam. Anyway, number 4, Numair. Are you okay to read?
Yeah. أصب لك مزيدا من
أأصب
الشاي
أأصب
أصب لك مزيدا من الشاي يا سيدي لا وشكرا.
أحسنت. Translation? Meaning?
Not sure that.
Okay. Translate what part you are sure of.
أصب means
Asubbu means to pour. P-O-U-R. Pour.
I pour for you more. Should I pour for you more from tea يا سيدي
أيوة.
لا وشكرا. No, it's enough. No, thank you.
No, thank you. So should I pour some more tea, sir? You might say that if you're working in a cafe, for example. Should I pour some more tea, sir? Barakallahu feek. Tayyib. Who hasn't read? Thaqib, number 5. Can you read?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi.
Lima tajuri. Actually, my phone is okay.
This is a bit complicated. Someone help Thaqib. What does it say? Who's going to help Thaqib on this, reading this word here? Anyone?
تجرين.
أيوة أحسنت. تجرين. Keep going. أخي Thaqib.
Lima tajurina sauba في التراب يا فاطمة.
أحسنت. بارك الله فيك. And what does it mean? تجرين. What is the asl of this verb?
جرة.
It is. And do we have it here in the examples? Is it here? Here it is. Jarra yajurru, which means to drag. To drag. Yeah? To drag. He said, Lima tajurrina anti ya Fatimatu, because it's mukhataba to mu'annath. So that's why it's from al-af'al al-khamsa. تفعلين تذهبين أنت تذهبين أنت تجلسين أنت تشربين. Here تجرين جر يجر. لما تجرين الثوب في التراب. Why are you dragging that dress or those clothes in the dirt, Fatima? Jayid. Number 6 is with Abu Maymun came back. Ayakallah. Abu Maymun, you okay to read number 6? I think he's got connected.
Yes. I'm here.
There you are. We lost you earlier. We had to find a replacement.
Yeah, I know. I keep getting booted out. I don't know if it's from my phone or something. I don't know. I'll fix it when I get off. Inshallah.
I'll keep you safe. Yeah, Bismillah.
عادت هذه الريالة يا Su'adu.
So Su'ad is a girl's name. And so she is being spoken to. So what is this damir going to be? And it's a question.
Adati.
Ahsant, it is. Can't be adattu.
Yeah.
Did I count? Did I count? Well, actually, it could be in the depending on the context. But the answer gives it away. So أعددت هذه الريالات يا سعاد. Did you count these riyals, Su'ad? She said. What did she say?
Oh, na'am. عادتها هي 100 ريال.
Barakallahu feek. So how much money does she have?
100.
100 what?
Right?
Yeah, 100 what?
100 riyals.
100 riyals, obviously. Excellent. Barakallahu feek. Abdul Kareem, are you with us? Possible to take the mic?
Namaste.
Aywa, tafadhal, number 8.
Yeah. Which one? 7th one, right? لما دخلت البيت شممت رائحة طبيبة. طيبة. لما دخلت البيت. Why not? No. I have not yet entered the home.
Oh, that's actually very good. Because the word lamma over here is a different meaning to the one in the lesson, which means not yet. Yeah, he said lamma, which means not yet. But actually, it has another meaning. And that's the context we have here, which means indama. At the time that I did. Indama. At the time that I entered the house. Lamma means indama. When I entered the house.
When I shamim to meaning
لما دخلت البيت. What does it mean?
When I entered the home.
Yes.
Shamim to mamana.
I smelt.
I smelt good raihatan.
Naam. A good smell.
Yeah.
A good smell. I smelled a good smell.
Yeah, shamim to is smell. Tabi,
yes.
But
Raihatan is a smell. And tayyiba is a good smell. It's good. So I smelt a good smell.
Okay. I smelled a good smell.
Barakallah. And number 8 is Abdullah with us. If not, then we'll go to Abu Hassan. There you are. Abdullah, you reading?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Number 8.
Yes, please.
يمر المدير على القصول كل صباح.
أحسنت. Again, please.
يمر المدير على الفصول كل صباح.
أحسنت. وبارك الله فيك إبراهيم. Abdullah, why is this? Do you know why this has a fatha on it? كل صباح. Any ideas?
Because the word after it is not feminine.
Okay, that's not the answer, but it's a good try. Anyone else? Why is it? Why does كل have a fatha? نعم نمر.
مفعول فيه.
مفعول فيه. أحسنت. It's the time when this action takes place. It's related to the verb. يمر. When does he? What's the meaning of يمر? From marra, yamurru, to pass by. To pass by. I think we have it up here in these verbs. There you are. Marra yamurru. What does marra yamurru mean? To pass by something. So the mudir, he passes by the classrooms every morning. And because this word kulla is when he passes by the classrooms, it takes a fatha, and it is known as maf'ulun fihi. Maf'ulun fihi. Ahsantum wa barakallahu fikum. Right. We have a lot more exercises over here to do. And I think we're going to just spend, since we had a large gap between our classes, and the points that we learned in this lesson, there are very many, and there's been a large gap in between every lesson since, for various reasons. So what we're going to do, we're going to pause here, inshallah, and next lesson, bi'idhnillah, which is going to be on Wednesday again, inshallah. Currently, our lessons are going to be once a week until further notice, bi'idhnillah. And we will continue from this point, and we just focus on the exercises next week, inshallah. And then the week after that, we will continue by moving on to Dars al-Thalathun. It's time for Salat al-Isha, almost here in Jeddah. So we're going to leave it there. There's one question that came. The brother asked if there are two hamzas at the start. I thought you would read it as a mad. And that is the case if one hamza was hamzatul qata' and the other hamza was hamzatul wasl. Yeah, the one with a small sign on it. So if you got hamzatul qata' and you got another one which is the ordinary hamza, which is the hamzatul mad or hamzatul wasl. So for example, al-an. In the Quran, these two alifs, they're written as one alif with a mad on it. Al-ana. Yeah, al-ana. Are you believing now? Is it now? Is it now? This is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Fir'aun, when he tried to declare his belief in Allah after he was certain of his death. Allah said, Al-ana. And also, the hamza al-istifham, he comes before Allah's name. Yeah? In the Quran, when there's a question, is it Allah that created it? Allahu. Yeah? Allah. Is it Allah that commanded you? Rather than commanded you? So the reason he was asking was because we had this two hamzas over here, whereas here's an example. Subbu. You won't say subbu, you won't say it like that because both of them are hamzatul qata. Barakallahu fikum. Wallahu a'lam wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.